So here we are at, well, you'll notice that it's not Giraffe. And the reason for this is because we had a disconnect on the official game 5. As a result of this, we actually have to go through and we have to restart the match, which is what we're watching now. Don't worry, I told everyone to pick the same Pokemon and they will be going to the same lanes. That being said, instead of Ingle on Mamoswine, we have Zera on Mamoswine, like it, it was supposed to be. So, I mean, yeah, this will be a shorter VOD, but it's okay, due to the fact that, we are just rerunning the game, but with the same lineups for both teams. Alright, so here we go. Game number 5. Very different dynamics. We do have the Comfey for the Mimikyu and also the Lucario, both of which are going to go crazy, and the Delphox's, negation of healing is quite powerful. So I do think, that the Delphox can go pretty crazy this game. That being said, let's see if that is actually a correct assumption for me, or if it is not going to be. Well, I mean, we've got Zorua in the jungle, killing the Xatu once again, and this time we have the Mamoswine heading up top, as opposed to disconnecting like we did last game. So now, I mean, we got Delphox in the jungle. I mean, hey, that's almost level 6. That's pretty strong, to get that Delphox nice and early. And down bot, we already have some stacking attempts coming out from the Mimikyu with the help of the Comfey. And Mimikyu gotta be careful here. I mean, Comfey's healing is not quite online yet, but we're gonna do what we can. Alright, the center indeed has spawned, this bottom one, and they have already got it. The Comfey is gonna go for it anyway. And we just didn't quite get there in time. Alright, so now we're going to try and get off some more damage, as, we're going to now be respectful of the center, as security is down here, ready to go. Ready to go for these Altarias, and, yeah, Mimikyu knows to respect it, because the jungler is not there. And the Mimikyu does not go in, and instead is going to wait on the goal. And we have a slow smoke coming out here, but we're gonna get mean looked, and Comfey's trying its best to keep the Mimikyu alive, and it will succeed actually. Zoroark now going into the opposing jungle, as we missed the entire top rotation from this Delphox, but it does not look like anyone fainted there, so I do think overall that this is a winning exchange for the blue team in this case. Alright, so now what do we have? I mean, we have the hammer being dropped on Vox. We also have, Antkiller, on Trevenant, as opposed to his main Mamoswine. Mamoswine was taken by the opposing team to deny him that. And now we're going to get some more stacks off as the Mimikyu. And for some reason, Mamo's down bot here. Interesting choice. And yeah, we're just going to try and get all of our, our nice little Mimikyu stacks. And I mean, hey, if we get off Mimikyu stacks, Mimikyu is slapping with powerful force. As Lucario with the Bone Rush, trying to get out of there with the juke, but Zoroark able to chase it down, because Zoroark's movement is just like that. And that's going to be a KO, and then a big dunker. And then another big dunker as well from the teammates coming out. It's going very, very well for the team on the top up there. That being said, we are heavily extended in here. We have the Mamo serving up that Umbreon like a pancake, and also the Decidueye getting KO'd as well. And Dripmail got to get out of there. Very low on health, nearly fainting, but it's okay. And we have to try our best to not get completely rinsed here. And now the Comfey and the Mimikyu, nice and leveled. And we've got to be cautious here. I mean, Mimikyu waiting for its moment to strike, and the Umbreon is going to be bamboozled. But they were too distracted by the Umbreon there, and as a result, the objective gets ripped by the blue team, and they end up picking up the objective, and that's going to go That's pretty good. That's pretty good for them. Alright, so now we're going to get some healing on this Mamoswine. He is the only one alive at this point from the Comfy. And here comes Lucario to do what it can. But, I mean, we run into Kairo's, you know, knock-knock there. And let me tell you who's there. That's a lot of pain, and Cairo is going to pick up a KO on the Lucario. But it's okay, the Mimikyu is back. We're slapping up this Blissey. Or at least trying to. It looks like we're trying to. And we are going to get some more powerful slaps on this Blissey, and that's going to be a KO. Alright, now we have, you know, the Decky Dewey and also the Umbreon. Umbreon going to use the Unite move on this Comfy Mimikyu, but that's just not going to do any sorts of damage. And, yeah. Alright, well, now we're being bamboozled by Cairo and his antics with the Spirit Shackle. And this bottom objective has just sort of been left, and that's probably because the top objective is just up here, completely uncontested. And, I mean, this is an unfortunate place to be if you're Red Luck Fox. But we nearly get the KO there on the Lucario, but now the Comfy is on it, and that is going to be a healing up Lucario. But hold on, we're going to drop the hammers with the tree, but... yeah, there's just no help, and we gotta respect that. We gotta be respectful of that, and you know it makes perfect sense. All right, now the Mimikyu is gonna slap up Antkiller, and somehow, by the way, this tree is level 11. How did this tree get to level 11? What did I miss to let this tree get to level 11? Well, who knows? Who knows? But, yeah, they're gonna cash in on all of these points, and now they're gonna go take this Regieleki. What's the red team cooking? I think they're gonna go try and get the steal, but we're gonna actually get mean-looked here, and, I can't... oh, yo! Huge steal from the Lucario! Is he gonna get out of there alive? Oh my gosh, Bone Rush! Extreme speed, but the hammers are being dropped. We're not gonna get out of there alive. But it's okay, because we got the steal off. That is major for the orange team in this situation. Alright, so we got the Mimikyu Comfey. Mimikyu now gonna head bot. I mean, it's clear what they want, right? That objective, that all-important bottom objective is there. And we've got 4 people, we got the whole team down here as the opposing defenders and support are trying to prevent that Aleki from touching anything. And they successfully kill it. But, I mean, where team? Where team? Where is the opposing team? This is a free Regice, and they are going to capitalize on that completely as they recognize that it was there. Alright, so now what? I mean, the blue team looks like they've decided to come down and try and fight, but I don't know if that's really the play here. And only a 1 level difference. You know, orange team down by 1 level total team-wide at the moment. And that's, you know, that's pretty doable as a comeback. And we have the Lucario gonna go back, all the way back to base. This Comfy is, you know, there. Zoroark gonna be taking all of these Altaria experience, if possible. And yep, there it is. Alright, we got 27 seconds before this top objective spawns, and they are going to be able to rip this a 3rd time in time. As Decky Dewey is using Knock Knock there, I guess for the speed boost that it gets, and we are going to just simply be prepared to take this if we can. Comfy is going to reveal that there is in fact a Trevenant in that bush. And I mean, as a team, they're just like not going for it, you know? They're thinking, nah, you know what? It's fine. Let them get that. It's fine. Just it's one goal. Just let's just let them have it, right? It's very important to us that we get this Rayquaza, and that they don't. And as you can see, the whole team's kind of out of position here. 2 minutes on the clock. Rayquaza has spawned. And what's the game plan? I mean, we're being very patient. We are being extremely patient, and Zera is going to start by hitting the Ice Fang on the Umbreon, but that's an Umbreon Unite in response, but there's also a Delphox Unite there, and oh my goodness, the Zoroark from the bottom picking up a double KO on the Mimikyu and the Delphox. Delphox gets another KO here, though, and now the Lucario is going crazy, got that whole Comfy on it, and look, we've got a fight between, you know, the Trevenant and also the Mamoswine. Mamoswine's gonna get out of there though, and that Zoroark's level 15. That Zoroark is a big threat, but it's got to go back. It doesn't have the health to fight Rayquaza by itself. Alright, so how are we going to deal with this situation? I mean, surely the teams know who's in the lead at this point, so they know what they need to do. But Antkiller gonna extend a little too hard, gonna get slapped up by the Mimikyu, and Zoroark's gonna get caught too, this time by the Delphox, and that's huge. There's 3 people fainted for the blue team, gonna be a 4th in a second as Juvenile's also going to go down to the Delphox, and that is a Rayquaza, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. This Decidueye has the Secure to stop us from stealing, but the Mamoswine is going to flip him like a pancake, and that is going to be a Rayquaza going to the orange team. Are they going to be able to cash out these points quickly enough to get off the win? Well, there's 100 on the bottom. Okay, but not Zera, I'm sorry. But Trevenant is here to prevent the scores on the top, but they got to the center, and they got to the top as well. And this is going to be a win for Team Tyrannical Eevees after the Rayquaza. The team fight went south, and the Rayquaza went that way. Team Tyrannical Eevees is going to make a second game appear on their win counter. A second game for Team Tyrannical Eevees after the Rayquaza